Halo Lur, selamat datang kembali di channel To Be Ak. Apa kabar semuanya hari ini? Admin doakan semua dalam keadaan sehat. Amin. Kali ini, kita akan menyaksikan reaksi dari dua reaktor saat memeriksa Alip bata yaitu Numb. Mari kita mulai Lur.
This guitar player, this fingerstyle guitar player, legend of Indonesia, Alip Bata. After looking him up, I actually realized I've seen him before, probably like maybe 10 years ago. I remember coming across one of his videos and being totally mind blown, but it was so long ago that I don't really remember, and today I'm going to break it down for you and I'm going to admire his talent together with you. This video is sponsored by me. I'm a music coach, music teacher, so if you're passionate about music, you're perhaps busy professional and you have it as a hobby, but you want to take it to the next level, I'm here to help with that.
Alip Bata and his fingerstyle cover of Linkin Park's Numb.
Bata, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, correct me if you will. One of the recommended tunes that you guys shared in the comments was Numb by Linkin Park, a fingerstyle cover. Let's go. Mind blowing. Whew.
Dude, I just had to stop it there for a little bit. This guy is amazing. When I mentioned about how I had an idea of how he was going to play this song, sure enough, one part for sure I knew I was going to be right on, and I was, is the very beginning of this song. I was thinking he's probably going to play that with harmonics because he's really good with harmonics. And
this is very special for me for several reasons. First of all, this throws me back into the 90s or 2000s where I was growing up and was listening to Linkin Park and enjoying this song. It throws me back. I'm hearing the full sound of the band. His guitar playing is heavenly. I don't know other way of describing it. There's so much happening and every little thing has its place, has its purpose. There's no note is like extra. No note is that it's not supposed to be there. You know how sometimes we talk about great storytelling or great script writers for movies. Every little piece of the narrative is in that movie for a reason, or in the story for a reason. So even if the main character does something random at the start, it somehow plays into the overarching narrative at the end. And this is exactly the example of it in music. He plays the same melody, which is pretty simple and straightforward, but he dresses it in all sorts of different chords and colors and rhythmical elements that the guitar allows him to do. Just absolutely beautiful. He started with those beautiful harmonics. I haven't even started talking about the setup and, you know, the way you can't really see his eyes. He has this cap into his eyes, just sitting there.
Sure enough, he played that beginning of the song using harmonics. But man, this guy is the king of harmonics. He's using other harmonics in parts of this song I didn't even know that he would use them in. And then I just really love the way this guy
Wow. Just playing the notes. It's really funny the maths behind him. Every note is deliberate.
keeps the beat on his guitar, mostly with his pinky. He hits the guitar just slightly, just enough to where it sounds like there's a drum beat playing, and then he did that little drum riff on his guitar body that was unexpected and kick-ass. This guy is just next level playing, and the thing I like about him is he's not all fast and flashy. He's just subtle, plays real, soft, but he makes it look easy, but it's not easy.
Just playing the notes. I was talking about this in another video about music performance. Like, if you want to be great performer, book a coaching call, by the way. But other than that, if you just focus on playing the right notes and nothing else, it comes across like the quality travels in some sense. And sometimes we overthink, we want to impress, and that takes us away from the main thing we're doing here. We're just trying to play nice notes. Very basic sort of camera. It's kind of funny, the poster behind him with the maths, 1 + 10 = 11. You can't make this up. Just some sort of humble room with a dirty wall behind him. The camera is sort of hazy. He's pretty smart about the microphone. Like, he captures the guitar sound, adds a little bit of reverb on it, so it's a bit more airy and has the atmosphere. But the main thing here, the standout thing is the playing itself. Like, sometimes we think of, in order to get views, you need to have this special camera and effect and, an expensive microphone. No, you just need to fucking know how to.
And yeah, man, he's just awesome. That little harmonic.
Play. let's go for it again and break down some of these elements. I'm just going to humbly try and explain what I can pick up. Cool. Even here, the combination of the harmonics and normal strings. Yeah, so these are the first notes. All of the notes are so precisely rhythmically played that they're all kind of dense and played together. It's interplay of different colors and different textures, but all perfectly together. It's kind of sparkly, I would describe it. Oh, well, this is just... I'm not going to even attempt to explain this. Top. Yeah, so this I can break it down for you. So the way harmonic notes, these little mysterious notes, work on the guitar is that you basically just lightly touch the string 12 frets above.
Linkin Park's Numb, and that was very on top. Man, this, like I said, this guy is just great. He's the king of harmonics. I said that already. This guy, I don't know what else to say. He's he's on top. He's excellent. He's great. I just love the way he just sits there all subtle like nothing and just plays these beautiful melodies on his guitar.
The note you want to play. But it doesn't only work on open strings. You can also like play a chord like here and then extend your finger and like just lightly touch the string and then play it behind it with the pick or your finger like this. And so I think that's what he did here. He like kind of goes across, like strums it, but also touches the harmonics. I've never seen anyone else to do it. He basically uses all the possibilities of how you can play those particular notes on the guitar. One of the cool things about guitar is that there's many ways you can play one note. There's one G, you can play here, 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 all sorts of places. He uses that to his advantage. On the piano you can do such cool things.
On top.
A quick music lesson here. The basic elements of music are basically rhythm, melody, harmony. And harmony can be divided into bass, which is the lowest note, and then the filling notes, that the chords that are on top of it, and then on top of all of that there's melody. When you write pieces for choir, for example, you would have a bass, the lowest voices, then alto and tenor would be in the middle, and the soprano would usually sing the main melody. Yeah, and so the challenge for fingerstyle guitar is to put all of that in there: melody, harmony, and the rhythm. And so you can see the fun of creating these sort of arrangements, sort of like Tommy Emmanuel, Joe Robinson, Chet Atkins, and people like Alip Ba Ta. Their challenge is to basically make this sound as a whole band. And he's doing just that. He's using all the dynamic range of the instrument, all the colorful range in the instrument to keep you intrigued throughout and to put in all of those elements. The bass, you could notice at some point the bass would go up.
Does all these harmonics that I didn't even know existed on a guitar, and yeah, that was just awesome. So anyway, I guess that's going to do it for this reaction. I can't think of anything else to say about that other than it was just great and amazing. Let me know in the comments what else you want me to react to by Alip Ba Ta, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. Hopefully I'll eventually slowly start putting out more reactions than I can at the moment. Those harmonics.
Dua reaktor tampak terpukau saat menyaksikan Alip Ba Ta membawakan lagu Numb dengan gaya fingerstyle yang begitu halus dan penuh perasaan. Mereka terdiam beberapa saat, seolah-olah terbawa oleh melodi yang mengalun dari petikan gitarnya. Setiap nada yang dimainkan begitu jernih dan emosional, menciptakan atmosfer yang mendalam dan membawa mereka masuk ke dalam nuansa asli lagu tersebut. Mereka sepakat bahwa Alip Ba Ta tidak hanya memainkan lagu ini, tetapi juga menghidupkannya dengan sentuhan uniknya sendiri. Reaktor pertama mengamati bagaimana Alip Ba Ta mampu memadukan melodi, harmoni, dan bass dalam satu permainan yang sempurna, tanpa ada suara yang terdengar tumpang tindih atau berlebihan. Semuanya mengalir dengan begitu alami. Mereka menyadari bahwa ini bukan sekadar permainan gitar biasa, melainkan sebuah interpretasi yang benar-benar dipikirkan dengan matang. Setiap petikan terasa memiliki tujuan, menciptakan pengalaman mendengarkan yang tidak hanya indah, tetapi juga penuh emosi. Reaktor kedua semakin terkesan saat Alip Ba Ta mulai menggunakan teknik harmonik dan tapping yang begitu halus. Dia menyadari bagaimana sentuhan ringan di senar mampu menghasilkan nada yang menggema indah, menambahkan lapisan emosional pada lagu Numb. Mereka merasa bahwa Alip Ba Ta tidak hanya meniru lagu aslinya, tetapi juga memberikan sentuhan khas yang membuat versinya terasa lebih intim dan penuh perasaan. Permainan gitar ini terasa seperti sebuah percakapan tanpa kata-kata, di mana setiap nada bercerita dengan sendirinya. Kedua reaktor sepakat bahwa kepekaan musikalitas Alip Ba Ta sangat luar biasa. Mereka bisa merasakan bagaimana setiap nada yang ia mainkan mencerminkan emosi yang ada dalam lagu Numb. Tidak hanya kesedihan dan keterasingan yang tergambar dalam permainan gitarnya, tetapi juga ketulusan dan kedalaman perasaan. Mereka menganggap bahwa Alip Ba Ta tidak hanya menguasai teknik bermain gitar, tetapi juga memiliki kemampuan untuk menyampaikan perasaan melalui instrumennya. Saat permainan Alip Ba Ta mencapai bagian klimaks, kedua reaktor merasakan gelombang emosi yang lebih kuat. Permainan yang sebelumnya lembut perlahan berkembang menjadi lebih dinamis, mencerminkan intensitas asli dari lagu Numb. Mereka merasa seolah-olah sedang mendengar lagu ini untuk pertama kalinya, meskipun mereka sudah mengenal versi aslinya dengan baik. Perpaduan antara teknik tinggi dan ekspresi yang mendalam membuat mereka semakin kagum dengan cara Alip Ba Ta menyajikan musik. Selain keterampilan teknis dan emosional, reaktor juga memperhatikan ekspresi tenang dan fokus yang ditunjukkan Alip Ba Ta selama bermain. Tidak ada gerakan yang berlebihan atau usaha yang tampak dipaksakan. Semua yang ia lakukan terasa begitu alami, seolah-olah gitar adalah bagian dari dirinya. Mereka merasa bahwa ini adalah bukti dari dedikasi dan latihan bertahun-tahun yang telah ia jalani, menciptakan permainan yang terdengar effortless namun penuh makna. Setelah lagu berakhir, kedua reaktor masih terdiam beberapa saat, membiarkan melodi terakhir Numb bergema di pikiran mereka. Mereka sepakat bahwa Alip Ba Ta adalah seorang musisi luar biasa yang mampu menghidupkan kembali lagu-lagu dengan caranya sendiri. Mereka berharap bisa melihat lebih banyak interpretasi seperti ini di masa depan. Karena bagi mereka, permainan gitar Alip Ba Ta bukan hanya sekadar hiburan, tetapi juga seni yang bisa menyentuh hati siapa saja yang mendengarnya. Itulah lur untuk reaksi kali ini. Sampai jumpa lagi di video selanjutnya bersama channel 2BAK. Admin ucapkan terima kasih banyak telah menonton.